Hey there. Oh, happy Wednesday. I think that's what today is. Um, just coming out of color. I didn't think I was going to do this, but all of a sudden, kind of like, actually, the Lord told me, stop working. Stop. And so I did. It's like, you've done enough today. Stop. And so I did. Oh, let's see. I've been doing all kinds of things. I don't know. I think I already did show this. Did I show this? Probably did. Did I? No, I didn't. I gotta do a short for this one. This is yesterday's page for Advent. And I've been working on today's. And I actually started working on tomorrow's too because I was thinking, I don't know if we're going to have time. But I think we're probably going to make time for it. But I'm going to do some now. I don't know. Kind of feel like coloring something different, but I was watching, I think, Amy's short where she was coloring a page for a, um, I guess something Foxy's doing, like take a mythographic page and color it Christmassy. And so I don't know, I guess because I just felt like doing something different at the moment. So I picked up my apiary book and looked for something in here to do that with, and this page. All of a sudden, I just broke out and just started um, doing this one, which, like, I think I was using colors, which I already had out on my desk, but I kind of have been wanting to put those away, but it's kind of hard because they work really well in this book. So I don't know how that's gonna work out. We'll see, but yeah, I started working in here. It's not that I don't like coloring with the colors. I'm just tired of seeing them all over my desk. And I put them away, but then I wind up with them all out of my desk again. I don't know why that is, but hey, foot soldier, I'm good. How are you? I've been missing you, missing a few folks lately because I haven't really been. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe they haven't been on either because I haven't been getting notifications like for Jill or anything. But actually, I just stopped by her page today to see, like, has she been live? Am I just missing this stuff or what? So, because I'm kind of immersed in work, but just check around for people to see, like, have they been live? Have they been live? So I hope you're doing well. Uh, let's see, what are we gonna do here? I didn't, I was coloring so many things yellow, the sun yellow. And I was like, I don't want to do that for every single one of these. So I just started off with like different colors just because I was like, we're not doing more yellow. Just, I'm kind of feeling like I want to use either my Derwent Chroma Flows or I haven't used the, what do you call them? Oh, Polychromos in a long time. And I feel like I really need to give them some love. But um, I don't, I don't know. I don't really celebrate Christmas. I mean, I do and I don't. I don't really do anything special. So yeah, I don't do anything special. So I have sometimes in the past, but this year I think I'm just so tired, and I just had ugh, dealing with the braces, and then the I was at the oral surgeon on Monday, and yeah, like I can't even really eat, so um, I'm gonna be chill. I'm not baking cookies or nothing like that. I haven't done that in a long time. since my mother-in-law passed away. She's kind of my inspiration for it because there was one particular cookie I used to bake that she used to really like, so I always used to make sure I bake them. And even my husband's brother-in-law this year asked, like for Thanksgiving, he asked, "Where's my sweet potato pie?" Because sometimes, a lot of times, I would make an extra one just for him, and I didn't bake one for us even this year. I didn't do that. I'm just not. I don't know, not in that mode. I'll be in that mode again, I think, sometime, but it's just not right now. Not there. Too much going on. Got color my bird. And I just put these pencils away, and like I'm probably gonna dig them all back out. How about you? Do you celebrate it? I'm kind of thinking of using this blue, but I just want to get some of this stuff off my desk. It's like really aggravating. Weeks and weeks and weeks. There's always tons of stuff on my desk. I really. Um, that's one reason why I think I just color consistently with one uh, type of medium or whatever for a long time, so I don't have to switch out. And it's in a way it's kind of easier for me to put stuff away, but sometimes it just gets overwhelming even with that. Yeah, I've had braces since October 2023. Yeah, and I was tired. But I go back on the January 12th, and they are doing fine tuning. That's the stage you're at now is fine tuning things, and so they're waiting for me. I had to see, like, this was like I never would have picked now to get that one implant for the one tooth I'm missing. I never would have picked now to do it because it's a busy time of year for me. I can't really, you know, there's a lot that goes into it, like taking care of yourself, things making sure you have things to eat, and just all kinds of stuff. And like, it's like that's not. I don't need extra responsibility at this time of year, but that's the time I had to do it, and so I did. And so I'm just praying that I can do everything right that I need to do because my brain is so full of stuff that I have to do for work that um uh, I'm like, Lord help me, because they have all this talk about implant failures, and it's like I can't afford for this thing to fail. It costs a lot of money. Just I can't even imagine people getting a whole mouthful. Like that's like what I can't even imagine. First of all, I can't even imagine the care for that. Because my one isn't really bothering me, but if I think in part it's because of where it is. It's kind of in the back, and so like it doesn't. Even when I open my mouth, I don't open my mouth wide enough for it to reach that portion to make my face hurt or anything. But I can't imagine people getting more than one at a time. That's crazy. Just the screw, the basically the implant is the screw that they put up in there, and then you get a prosthesis to go over it that looks like a tooth. And yeah, I can't imagine people doing several at once. I don't. It was crazy. Like, I mean, it was good. I mean, it didn't. There was really no pain. Um, maybe some discomfort from them holding, putting the things in to hold your mouth open. But even that really wasn't. I think I was like half asleep anyway because it was early in the morning. But I'm trying to figure out how I want to color this bird, and I probably should put blue under it. And I'll start with that. Oops, I didn't want to do his head though. Um, yeah. So, but it's just the pressure of certain things, and then it's like he's actually one thing was like he was actually like hammering into my mouth. That was like a little bit alarming, but I mean I knew it was coming, but I never had that happen before. Anybody do that in my mouth before. So it was like, whoa. It's like, oh my god, it's like he's got a mallet or something and is hammering in something in the wall. Like this is my jaw. It was really bizarre. It was good that I was half asleep because I just was like, oh, I was just lying there. I think my eyes kind of did something when he did that because I was like, what? Wow. Hey, Mandy. Happy, what, Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Sorry. I got a lot going on. Did I take my thing for this evening? I don't remember. Did I take it? I gotta take antibiotics. I don't remember if I took it or not. How many pills are in here? What did I say? 15? Why 15? 15 total. Can't remember if I took the one this evening or not. I don't think I did. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So if I took 2 Monday, 2 yesterday, that's 4. I'm gonna have to count again. I forgot just so fast how many I said was in there. Tell you, my I am kind of foggy, and these antibiotic pills are like pretty huge. They're big, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just like pray for me because I'm just kind of like there's like too much going on at once that's incompatible with each other, and I gotta make sure this thing heals properly and that I build up the. It's got to do this thing where because he had to give me put a little bit of bone graft underneath, like at the end before he put the screw in, and so that has to do this thing. Basically, the implant has to be incorporated into your bone, and so pray that works. That works well. That happens well. Because I'm kind of like I'm usually hyper vigilant about things like that, health things like that, procedures, and for better or worse. But I haven't really been able to be that because this is such a busy time at work that I gotta be on stuff for that, and I don't really have time to pay the kind of attention I normally would to this, and so that kind of brings on a little bit of anxiety for me. And yeah, so God said, be anxious for nothing, nothing, nothing. So I keep giving it to Him. But pray for me because, like, uh, I'm like in a place or trying not to be in a place or something with that. Annie, if you're out there, I was thinking about you because I told you I know what that's like. I know what that is like, what you were talking about. And so when I pray for you, I pray specifically because I know what that's like. Let's see. What are their tails like? I don't remember. Eagles. Well, I'm blessed. I am blessed and highly favored, but I'm stressed. Too. This is a very stressful time. And then I get the stress of the implant, the oral surgery thing on top of it, which I really didn't need, but it was time. And I don't know, when they just tell me, well, okay, now you need to do this, and then they make the appointment and it all works together. I was like, okay, well, I better do it. But then what happened on top of it, this was what was kind of weird and kind of, you know, but it's the way it worked out. So it must have been, it was supposed to be that way. But I wound up having to, they changed my appointment to earlier, which meant that instead of going in at like 10 o'clock, when I'd have time to, like, hang out, do a little bit of research, whatever, and, be on my way to go there and not have to worry about traffic, school buses, anything like that. No, they set it for 7:50 a.m. and I have to drive, like, it's even though it's like only like what, like maybe like 20 minutes away or something like that on a good day. Um how I have to get there um is not necessarily an easy drive. And then the weather was bad the day before, and so I couldn't rely on the back roads being plowed and all that kind of stuff. So I had to go the longer way. Um, and I also wanted to go the longer way so I would avoid school buses. But I was also half asleep. And then after that too, I had to try and like eat something early in the morning, so I wound up having a smoothie. Hey Jill, I don't know if I said that. Happy Wednesday. um, because that was at 7:50, and so I had also had an orthodontist appointment that was supposed to happen right after the 10:20 appointment, or the whatever it was, but because they moved my appointment to earlier, I was going to have like an hour and a half in between those two appointments, and I wouldn't really be able to eat because I didn't have anywhere to brush my teeth. I could brush my teeth at the orthodontist when I get there. They have a whole station, but I didn't want to do that. I don't know. That just seems weird. Anyway, the orthodontist wound up taking me earlier. I don't know if somebody else had canceled or what, so that was nice. But it was kind of funny when I was there too, because the orthodontist guy, after the tech was finished working with me, and had the dentist come over, or the orthodontist come over to look and see, like, is this what we want to do and whatever. And he was saying, he was looking at the implant and goes, yeah, it looks good. And then he was saying, like, oh my gosh, he goes, I was so weirded out when, like, when he was learning to be an orthodontist and all that stuff. They did a demonstration to them of doing implants. And he said, goes, wow, he goes, I was looking, it was like, this looks like, all this stuff looks like it's my grandfather's garage with all these tools and stuff just in miniature. He had me cracking up laughing. Because I was telling him about it's like they're hammering. I said, they took out a hammer. It's like, oh my gosh, well, you do this, so I'm going to trust you. But I tell you, that was something. Hammering the thing into my jaw. Didn't feel anything. And the funny thing is, I mean, even they gave me local anesthesia. And okay, first of all, them needles, they make them much better than they used to. I'm telling you. I had no soreness after, didn't really feel anything during while he was injecting it. And I didn't feel any pain, fortunately. Well, while he was hammering, then I heard this one thing. There was like this ratchet kind of noise. I was like, "What the heck?" It's like he's like hiking up a tire to put on a wheel, hiking up a car to put a tire and a wheel on it. Yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. I can't talk. Like I said, my brain is kind of messed up. But yeah, it was an experience. So, like it needs to take because I don't want to go through any more with this. It almost is taking me back to how this all started, and then when I had to get the first bone graft, and being concerned, is it going to take? It's got to take. If it doesn't take, then I got to do it again, and I got to pay for it all over again. Don't want to do that. And which kind of had me feeling kind of down. It's like, oh my god, and I'm still here. This is like the longest journey. Just because that stupid dentist didn't tell me in the beginning that my teeth were moving. I like doctors and healthcare professionals who have conversations with you. And that one, well, he's not there anymore, but for good reason. But yeah, but I can't be looking back at the old stuff like that and getting all in a tizzy because it is what it is. And God's made provision for all this stuff, so. And orthodontist is a blessing. So is the oral surgeon. Although I think some things are, um, with what's been going on in the country the past year, I think they're impacting him with things in regard to Medicaid and other things like that. And I don't know, I get too sensitive to people, but I was praying for him like since the appointment I had with him last week or the week before, whenever that was. Praying for him and his family. He's good at what he does, and I don't want to see his practice have to go away because of, not enough patience. But if it's kind of like if, like federally funded things or whatever offered healthcare things don't pay someone, what they're worth, doesn't pay them for the equipment and commensurate because they have all this equipment and stuff. They gotta, you know, they got it to use and they gotta pay for it until it's paid off, and Lord knows when that ever happens for them. So there's just certain things they can't, they gotta draw a line. Unfortunately, I swear there must be a better way for all of this stuff, and I think there is, and people won't bother to figure it out because they just want to make money. But you pay all that money for that education, and then you got to pay all that money for the equipment and things like that. And those things don't cost nothing. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe that's why I had to go in to get all this done when I did. Maybe it was just so I would pray for the doctor. Mm, I'll accept that. That doesn't look too bad. Now I don't even know if I need. Do I need to do this? I don't know. I'm gonna do something to this one. So I'm kind of having a difficult week. It's hard to rest when you know you have so much stuff to do. At least it is for me. But it's stuff you can't get done all in one day. And so it's like this long, drawn out week, basically. Of chipping away at it. I don't do well with that. And no matter how much I try to set myself up to be in a really good position by this time of the year, something always messes it up. And it just makes me frustrated. Because I don't like last minute anything. I can't stand it. I'm one of those people. I like to be prepared. And I prepare for things well ahead of time. It seems like this never allows me to do that. Ooh, I just made him look mean. I didn't mean to do that. Can we no, I think it's stuck. Put some white on there. Hey, Shar. Is it dark? I don't know. Is it dark for anybody else? Let me know. Ooh, you're painting. Julie's painting. Okay, what's going on here? Hope you're doing well, Shar. Okay, we just made that work for us. We blended it in. I don't know what color I'm making his beak. I feel like I should make it pink. Why not? I'm trying to do a page without yellow. So many of these pages have yellow and gold in it. I kind of want to live on the wild side. Oh, okay. That's good. Although I got these guys. What color am I making them? Silver! I'm going to make them silver. Because I happen to have this here. I did get my, I received my extra Sparkle Pop pens yesterday. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of what I need to do before I go to bed. Yeah, one thing I did relieve some frustration since I got my piano now. I'm playing scales and getting better at it too. Those hand-in exercises really are really good. They really are. They help give you like agility and help you so that you use all of your fingers, you know. So that's good. We're gonna make it silver. This is probably not the silver to use, but guess what? I'm gonna do it. And I did receive that jazz. What is it called? It's like an instructional jazz piano technique book. I guess comes somewhat highly regarded, and I'm looking at it. It's like, okay, it looks like one thing I'm gonna have to do before I really tackle that is to really do some practicing with memorizing some chords. Some chords, all the chords. So it's partially how they have the um, that's a part of their notation. It's not entirely, but that's also important to know that even when you see it on the page in notation, it's good to also see what the chord is. That will help me remember what is what. Take care, foot soldier. Good to see you. You have a blessed night too. So I do have a um yeah, so we gotta do I don't know when that's gonna happen. We might stay in the classical Bach zone for a while. Classical and Bach, because I'm not sure. When you start getting into that kind of music theory, that's when my brain starts going numb. But I want to find a way to approach it that isn't approaching it just by, because I will do things by ear. Um, but I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying to stick to notation and then bring in what I can do by ear after after I understand the notation. Um, because I will do that shortcut readily because that's how I already play is just by ear, but that limits me, which is one reason why I wanted to learn how to read sheet music. A dance, I didn't. I don't think I did. Well, I remember seeing something cute on somebody's video or short that I was like, oh, that's adorable, but I don't remember. I don't know if it was yours or not. So I'll have to go look for that on my list. Oh, I still need to do these guys. I don't know. Oh, let's just do blue because we got it out. How about that? Oh, but then that means I can't color another page. But, oh, this blue is beautiful. Excuse me. Something I did yesterday. Was it yesterday? Yeah, it was yesterday that I never did before. I actually made egg drop soup, and it turned out really good. It turned out real good. It's like, oh my. First when I looked at it, like after putting the egg in there and stirring it, I was like, that don't look like something I want. But then I had a bowl, and I was like, and then I had another bowl. And my husband did the same thing. It was so simple. Of course, the price of eggs now, I don't know. They could turn it into a luxury. I don't know. But I got like a double was a double 18 um pack from BJ's wholesale. So I had plenty of eggs. But if I start making that all the time, I won't. But it was really simple. So I was trying to figure out what to eat because I need to make sure I have protein and but I don't really want to chew like he was saying, like, because the thing is only on one side, so like I could actually, I can kind of chew, but like it's hard. My mouth is small, so it's hard for me to chew without it bumping into, possibly other spots. So it's like I don't want to have to think that hard to eat. So I'd rather just eat, you know, liquid stuff or something very, very smushy, like tuna fish. And so I made that soup, and it was really filling and really good. And I started it off. Um, yeah, it might be, but I actually used I started it with butter, which like I normally don't do, but for some reason I was like, I want to start this with butter. Oh, okay, Jill. Have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. I started with butter. I had like 2 tablespoons of butter. And I had onions. Did I? Yeah, onions. Sorry, brain fog. And then ginger. I wanted the onions to get really soft because I didn't want to have to chew them. Um, and onions are like good for, they're good for you when you're not feeling well. So anyway, that butter. Then I sauteed the onions, let them get really soft. I put ginger in there, and I think that was it. Then I had 2 chicken bouillons, and because I did like about, I think it was like about 8 quarts of water. The pot holds about 8 quarts, and so then I added water. I think that was when I added the water. What did they put in? Oh, I forgot. I added the turmeric before I added water in the what you call it. Can't remember if there was anything else I added. But it was really simple. I didn't do a whole lot with it. I think turmeric. Then the bouillon cubes and the water. I might have added a little pepper, but I don't remember. I don't think I did. I wanted to just, I don't know. Yeah, I had they had to put in an implant in the space where I had a tooth taken out 2 years ago. So we've been actually, it was supposed to be directly after they took that tooth out. They did a bone graft after that healed, and then I was supposed to get the implant. But then I asked him about, do I need to get my teeth, if I'm going to go to an orthodontist to get my teeth straightened, should I do that before the implant or after? And he said before. So that put me on the whole orthodontic thing, which I've been in for like 2 years. So, so finally, like the orthodontist said, um, in my appointment before this one, that now is when you wanna, you want to get your talk to the people about getting your implant, so that, because we're fine tuning things right now. So that's what I wound up doing um Monday. Yeah, thank you. I'm hoping it heals well because I don't want to go through this again nor pay for it again. I really don't. That does not sound like fun. And I feel like I've been waiting long enough. I'm tired. I'm tired. I don't know why I wanted to do this, but I did. So then I might add the turmeric. I guess they do that anyway to egg drop soup for the color. But I thought it's good. Like I load up on turmeric anyway when there's anything involving inflammation. Then I start drinking like golden milk, which is basically condensed milk or evaporated milk with turmeric in it. And turmeric needs the fat to activate. So that's another reason why I used butter when I made the egg drop soup. So it was butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, um, sliced onions, sauteed them, and letting them get soft. I added ginger, sauteed that, switched that around, added turmeric, switched that around, added water, two bouillon cubes, chicken bouillon cubes, and I kept thinking, oh, this isn't kosher, but it's like really, I've been talking to myself about, the Lord's been talking to me about that lately, that like, you're getting kind of ridiculous with this. You know how many things you've eaten that like, don't, that I told you don't have to worry about that no more. Anyway, and then I added, then you have to like, let it simmer so it gets really hot and gets to a boil. And then I did like 6 eggs in the Ninja in like the smoothie container. So it would get really like, blendy blendy. Although I didn't blend it like till it was like fluffy or light or anything. Because I guess really they just beat it because you really want some egg white there. But I didn't want, I don't know, I didn't want to do that. First of all, I was too like tired from you know, the procedure and all that kind of stuff, so I didn't wanna. I wanted to go the easy route, as easy as possible. So and then when it came to the pouring part, I was kind of confused because I'm thinking of like what the egg drop soup looks like that we get from the Chinese takeout. And I'm thinking it's going to look like that, but it didn't really look like that. Um, I thought I was going to get like swirly things or something, but I didn't. But I think mine actually tasted better than theirs. It wound up being like this kind of fluffy cloud. I don't know, it was really weird. And then it wound up just being a really yellow soup. I can't even describe it, but it tasted really good. It almost looks like it had soup with like flakes of lots of fluffy butter is almost like what it looked like, but that was egg. Um, it had a really good flavor. And did I put any? Oh yeah, I think I put some vegan oyster sauce in there because I had gotten this vegan oyster sauce through Amazon. I don't know why I got that one, but um, I don't really like it. Not for using it as regular oyster sauce, but it's kind of sweet, which I think is weird. But because the recipe for egg drop soup that I saw said to add a little bit of sugar, I thought, well, let me use this oyster sauce because that'll give me the oyster sauce kind of esque thing. And then it will also add sweetness to it. And yes, and it worked. I'll get these dry. I was gonna flip the page, but I don't know if those are dry. So yeah, it was good. Hopefully, I still have some to have it for tomorrow because I don't know. I don't want to have to think about what to eat. I really don't. Mm. So I started coloring this, and I'm trying to work with like trying to make it look stained glassy by overlapping the colors on purpose. I don't know how that's working though, but how long have I been on here? Excuse me. Ugh. Oh, excuse me. The gulps. You see the golden milk? That's what it looks like. I actually have in there how I made this one. Because sometimes I make it with a tea base, like black tea. Where's my keyboard? And sometimes I make it, with some kind of milk base, whether it's almond milk or evaporated milk, something like that. But this time I made it with a. This may throat doing that. I'm wondering if I need to take that pill. I can't remember. I should have written it down. um, why do I keep coughing? I may have to stop if I keep coughing like this. I started this one with sweetened condensed milk. Now, why is this? This thing is acting so silly. This computer. So, sweetened condensed milk. And you put it like in a pot. Um, I added turmeric to it. Oh my gosh, here we go again. I think I do need another one. I'm going to take it now. Maybe it'll clean this out of my throat. It's getting on my nerves. Okay. So I put this a whole can, one of those, they're like half can things, of sweetened condensed milk in a pot. I added a tablespoon of turmeric. Um, and then I added a bunch of almond milk. Added a pinch of cayenne pepper, a little bit of like just one dash of cardamom. I love cardamom, period. Let's see, did I add anything else to it? I think that was it. You let it heat up and you got to stir it, because the sweetened condensed milk is kind of thick and everything. And then that's it. Now, because I use sweetened condensed milk, it's really super sweet. So what I've been doing is making a cup of, black tea, and then putting the golden milk inside the black tea in my cup. So it kind of works as like a creamer, although it's like half creamer, half tea. But that kind of cuts the sweetness so that it's like more of a normal kind of sweetness. And then it looks like, then it looks like this. But one of my standard things if I'm not feeling well, turmeric. Break out with the golden milk and start putting turmeric in everything I can get away with. I really don't want to get those pencils out again. I just put them away. I think I'm going to have to go because I got this thing in my throat. It won't go away. And it might be that it's... Yeah, that was something else I found out. Because I was like kind of out of my head since the surgery, is that I'm not supposed to blow my nose hard. I didn't know that until after I did it. And they said, yeah, there will be some, blood or whatever, but like as the area tries to create a clot and all that other kind of stuff. But I only did it like, I don't know, really hard once. So, and then I realized I shouldn't do it again. That's when I found out. So See, I put them away now, so it looks like that'd be a good time to stop. I really don't want to get anything else out. And where did I? Oh, I've been looking at my book that I got from Martha's book. I bought, I think, last year. This is the time to color in it. And really, ooh, and a nutcracker. I almost want to put these on print this or scan this. I don't want to mess up the book. So I think, let's see. Yep, I'm still able to talk, but well, yeah. Well, because it's like your teeth, like the root of your teeth are so close to your sinus and things like that. Um, I don't know when you never should Google and look at things because you'd like be reading all this kind of crazy stuff. But I just wanted to heal right. They wanted to heal properly, and then they said well, I'm not quite ready for it anyway. That you have to wait 5 months after the implant to actually get. Excuse me, I'm sorry, did that right in your ear. To get the prosthesis, I can't say that word. The tooth, the actually thing that looks like a tooth to put over it, but I'm not ready for that anyway because like I gotta save more money. And it's not like nobody can tell that I'm missing that tooth unless I tell them because of where it is. So I just wanted to make sure I got one because like they say, like if you don't um replace the tooth, like your jaw can collapse and like it can mess up the. And I was like, nah, I don't. No, we don't want that. We don't want any collapsing jaws around here. So that's why I'm going through all of this. Is because I want my teeth to be intact. Uh-oh, emergency vehicle. We are having some crazy weather around here. It was a snowstorm today, and wow, that's busy. Is there one for today? What is today? The 10th? That's kind of pretty. Although it might be kind of rude to just color one picture and nothing else. Um, yeah, so it was like a snowstorm. And yeah, but it wasn't. It really wasn't. It wasn't that bad. I mean, it's just one space, and it was a space that didn't have a tooth that they put a screw in, so that eventually I can get something that looks like a tooth in its place. So, and like I said, like he was saying, like about like pain. You can take pain reliever or whatever afterwards, and I didn't have any pain. I did not have any pain. Um, I didn't have any pain. So I hope that's a good sign. It's like you're not hurting. Only thing is it's just foggy in the head, and I think that's from the antibiotics mostly. But Let's see. Do I want to do this? I don't really want to do this. I don't want to do this one. I don't know what I want to do. I can't do that before I do anything else, but I don't know that this picture is kind of cool. My problem is I really want to change out my pencils. That's the problem. What else do I have? I can make dots. I can do that. Dots. Uh, Upside down. No, not numb. That wore away like a few hours after the surgery. Oh, there's this one too. Hmm. That was Monday, so it wore off a long time ago. I mean, I can tell that you know they did something there. I can feel that, but it's not. It's not really pain. It's not pain at all. I think part of that is because of, like I said, where it is in my mouth. It's like, kind of like, I don't know, like where the middle of your cheek is, going down to your, teeth. That tooth is probably like where the middle of my cheek is. It's like, what do you call it? Like parallel or something like that. Take care, Jill. You have a good night too. So it doesn't, I don't know. It doesn't really get a lot of movement or anything like that. The only way it gets affected is if I, chew back there, which I can't chew back there. I'm not supposed to because it'll dislodge you know, it'll disrupt the implant. You have to let it get set in there and do its, what do they call it, ossification or whatever. I go back next Monday for him to look at it. So, child, I hope I don't have to pay for that too. I hope that's included. I didn't think about that. It's like I'm tired of dishing out money. But that's so funny when like a little over a month ago when that thing came to my head. So if you had to choose, you want a piano or an implant? And I was like, what the heck? Why did that come to my head? Because at that time, like, I wasn't even thinking. I was even thinking, like, do I really need the implant? Nobody can see where that tooth is anyway. I don't know. And then, I don't know. I don't know. That's why I don't know. God's driving this bus because, like, I'm clueless. He's driving the bus. He's driving the bus. I tell you what, he's a good bus driver too. That's like even though this happened in a week, I wouldn't have wanted it to happen on. I was like, well, trust him. There must be a reason. Trust him. This is a good thing to do because it's just kind of making marks and kind of tedious. But But yeah, this now, like, it totally disrupts my whole brushing my teeth. Like, with what I have to do, like, for my braces, I'm struggling. I mean, it's only the third day, something. But yeah, I'm like, how do I do this now? Because I read you can't really use your flosser. Hold on one second. I'm gonna.
With me, one step.
Why do you do that?
One step, then another.
You can't really use your flosser. I can't use my water pick. Because I don't want anything disrupting the implant. Gotta let it set and let, I guess, the blood clot form and all this other stuff. But I need to. I don't know. I did try to kind of use it anyway, like the first night, in part because I didn't realize I shouldn't probably use it. I don't know. There's too much stuff I don't understand. I don't know. Too many questions, and I was too sleepy when I went to have the procedure to be alert enough to ask all these questions. That's part of the problem. Normally, I would have asked all this kind of stuff, but all like happened so quickly, and then they changed the time, and then when they changed the time on top of that, I had to wait around and wait around, and so I couldn't even go there like a little bit early because I forgot that, oh, it's still dark outside around 7, so I have to wait until the sun starts rising before I can leave the house. That was crazy. There must be a reason why it was supposed to happen Monday. I didn't know what to do with myself afterwards. I wanted to put my hair into mini twists. They're called Swirlock. This is what they are. I like them too. I like the point and I like the glitter, although, like, did I shake it up enough to get the glitter? I guess it is. It seems to be very consistent with the glitter. So, but sometimes with some pens, if you don't shake them well enough, they don't give you the glitter you want. I'm actually coloring over the spots where actually it's probably should be this color, but I don't feel like I want to go there. So we're just going to have fuller needles. I might go in, I don't know, and touch it up. But let's see. So I actually had a grits bowl today. Kind of loose a little bit. And I ground up some slices of pepperoni in the mini food processor, fried that with onions. Yeah, there's the thing about me, I like onions. And a little bit of olive oil, fried it, and then I had one of those, I don't know what they're called. They're like these little mini egg bite things that are frozen that come in a pack of like, I don't know, like 24 or something like that. And they're individually wrapped. So I nuked one of those. And then I put all that on top of my grits. And it just tastes so good to me. And you get a nice little kind of greasy gravy from the pepperoni from frying it. I've been doing that a lot the past year because I can't really eat bacon because it's too hard to eat bacon with braces. I don't know, I have difficulty. So I've been frying pepperoni slices. Sometimes I cut up the slices into smaller pieces, or sometimes I'll do like I did today and I ground it up. Telling you, food processors, and blenders, the you know, these really high speed kind of smoothie blenders and things like that they really revolutionized my cooking. We had some of these things like air fryers and things like that when I was single. Yeah, I would have been cooking up a storm. I mean, I did cook anyway when I was single. Like the women that I worked with at the time, someone would say, "You cook better than I do for my family." I was like, "Well, I gotta eat." I've always been a cook. What is this? Is this running out? It's really, can't really see it. It's shiny though. That's what we want. Maybe I can tell if I do. Oh, yeah, it's got plenty of ink. I do think. So it was like a snowstorm. I don't know how many inches. We got a lot of inches today. And then when I went to open the door tonight, because I think a package is supposed to come, it's melting. It's just so weird. and it was raining. And then my husband just said that tomorrow it's supposed to be so cold that we're going to have a wind chill of like minus 11 degrees. I'm like, what the heck is going on? This weather has, wow, this is crazy. Do you want medium or dark? Medium green. I haven't thought of what I want to do with the ornaments. I do feel like making these bushier. I don't know why I did that right on the page. I wonder if I need to wait on this one. Seems super wet. Oh no. Okay. Doesn't look so bad like that. Kind of trying to make the white spots work for me. And then be like, oh, that's just highlight. That's not a spot I missed. That's just highlight. I like that green. Let's start that one. I wonder. It's up there. I wonder if I should turn it upside down. So ever since Foxy Colors mentioned ribbon candy in one of her videos, I can't stop watching. Can't stop watching videos from Hercules Candy. Which actually I could go there. It's probably like an hour, maybe like an hour and 20 minutes away from me. Maybe I think. I think I may go there now. Well, I can't go there not until I get my braces off. But because I've watched them sometimes because they have videos where they make different kinds of candy, and I've been posting them on my wall. You probably see like constantly posting things, but it's fascinating. Plus, some of them are so ASMR. It's just like relaxing. You just hear the noises of their candy making. But yeah, it was that's I saw them make ribbon candy. I think that might have been the first video I watched of theirs a few months ago. And it's so cool how they actually pull it like taffy. They have like this hook and they put it on the hook and they pull it and pull it and like kind of like so like I don't know, it looks like this a sticky rope or something, thick sticky rope that's pretty. You can see the colors in it while they're pulling it. It's beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna turn this upside down. And they have several videos of them doing different kinds of um, ribbon candy, as well as other types of candy too. But this one that I saw today, and it's just so pretty. They made they make like these different bark candy. It's like barks of the chunks of flat chunks of chocolate that have things in it like nuts and things. And this one had they used fruity pebbles and white chocolate. It's pretty. Besides the fact that it looks like it tastes good. And they make this one thing that, like, I never would have thought I ever would have wanted to try it, but for some reason, I don't know why, it sounds good to me. Um, Chocolate covered barbecue potato chips. Oh my gosh, it just like sounds so good to me. They make that, and I watched a video of them making that too. I wonder if I can kind of. Because I don't want to try and get in, in between to get rid of this, to get this maroon color back there. So if I can just kind of fill in the space with green. Might be able to get into. I can finish all the green. I'm glad I don't have to go anywhere for the rest of the week. The weather's going to be crazy. It's a good time to be inside. I gotta think of something to make. It's kind of hard. I can't chew. I shouldn't rush it. Just thinking of something to make, like, for dinner, like, make it for the weekend, and then, like, make it so that I can eat off of it for the next, I don't know how ever many days. It's kind of what I intended to do with the egg drop soup, but then, maybe I'll make another pot of it. Gotta figure out what to do with that side. I almost think I could. I don't know. I might might be able to get in there a little bit more with the red marker. Let's see. I need to get rid of my hand. Ah. Uh-oh. I think it was this one. These are those Ivson or whatever strange name metallic markers. Yeah, it's this one. Now, how am I going to get in there? These don't really have a small tip. They do have a... I'm going to use the... It was kind of wild that I went in here one night and did this whole background. I don't know what got into me. It was a brave thing to do. Did her, all around these things. I was like, what the heck? That came out of nowhere. Try and get as close as I can, and then the rest I'll do with the, I'll cover with the green. But not today, because I don't want the colors to mix. Down here. And I can fill that one in with green. I want to do that really close to the... Uh-oh. What happened? I don't know. I told you I'm partly out of my head. Oh, you know what? Just noticed that. Out. Oh, there's a big spot there. Let's see. Thanks, Char. Take care. You have a good night. Sleep good. And touch up some of these spots if I feel brave enough. I seem to feel brave enough. I probably need to go. Well, get ready to go to bed soon. Do all my teeth cleaning and things. Oops. Trying not to put my hand on anything I already colored, but I can't. I don't know. I don't remember what that is. So, whatever. Oh, I think I got a lot of it. I need to be upside down for this. Hey, Lori. Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. I don't know why I have so much patience to do this right now. I guess it's kind of relaxing. Because I don't have to think about anything but it. Oh, yes. Again. Oh, here's one. It's so interesting how you don't see all these things first time around. And you look back and you're like, oh, I missed that spot. Oh, I missed that spot. I'm doing good. Be thankful I don't have to go anywhere. 'Cause this weather seems to be a little active. Excuse me. No idea what I'm gonna color the ornaments or anything. None whatsoever. Oh my gosh, now it's an hour. Excuse me, hour and 40 minutes. Went from last time I looked at it, it was 46 minutes. Now it's an hour and 40 minutes. I think I got all those spots, which is cool. There's one little one. Huh. Now, what to do with the ornaments? I don't know if I can have the ornament. I don't know if the ornaments are going to match the background. Like, with all that, the ornaments are probably going to look crappy in comparison. These are my color along pages, my buddy color pages. I wonder if I could maybe do some of these. That's why I got these Sherlock pens out, is because I wanted to finish the trees on this side. Yeah, I got more stuff. Lots of little things. Wow. You can see in there. Light on in there. Oh my gosh, you're so tiny. There's also any glasses on. Do I have I might have to use a pen. I wonder if, what do I want to use? These sometimes are too bright. Oh my gosh, see. It's too tiny. I can use mostly silver. There's silver on this page. It's too dark. I think both of these are too dark. Let's see. Let's go use this. Someone else needed purple. This needed purple. What else? There's a whole lot going on in this picture. Trying to figure out what I really had gotten this out for. Oh, that. Shoot. How do I get to it? I don't know if they're supposed to be leaves or bulbs, but I'm making them bulbs. These. It's windy. Oh, so it's so tiny. Oh, so I'm gonna do these trees. Okay. Oh, brother. There's a lot of these trees. It's like, not another one. Oh, I'm reaching the end. It's probably. Ooh, not that one. That would have been epic. In all the wrong ways. She's a little too toned, but we're gonna live with it. Down. I think, oh my gosh, I really would like to get them all done tonight, but that's gonna happen. I'm just coloring right over those ornaments. I'm gonna add them back at my own. Still can't, oh my gosh, there's still one over here. These trees don't quit. Where's the third green that I had? I have a green that's not sparkling. Oh, you know what? I also have a green in here. Forgot about that. It's not dark. I guess I could use that. With that one. So thank you. Definitely went through some changes and some stages where I was like, uh-oh. What have I done now? Where's the other green? I just had it. Where is it? Oh, it's right in front of me. Jeez. Oh, and now the lid fell off. That's not what I want. What the heck? Where did it go? You cannot be without your lid. Heck? Oh, there it is. No problem, Andy. I'm just sitting here color in. Trying to figure out how to get at this thing at the bottom. Oh gosh. This way, this way. Yeah, I think this guy's running out. Where's my jar? What did I do? Did I take it downstairs? I guess we're stuck with this one. I think it's better if I color over the ornaments because I can still see them. I can use gonna color them with acrylic marker anyway, so or gel marker, whatever the heck these things are. Okay, these greens have had a workout. Thank you. I knew what you meant. So, I don't know. Oh, then there's this little one. In a way, I kind of wanted to leave it to look like it has snow on it, but I don't know. I can't seem to. I don't know. I feel like I'll put my own snow back on there if that's what I want to do. Yeah, I think I should be sleeping. I just want to take one glance at what I got left. There's just so much in this. It's like, still need to do some of the window things. Need to do that. The pots. And the decorations, and I need to kind of detail these guys a little bit. But I don't think I can do that tonight. I don't know how I feel about that. My pens are running out. I need to get up and run around the house. I'm sitting too long. And they're running out. Oh my gosh, there's one more tree in the corner. Ah, they won't go away. They won't go away. Uh-oh. Oh my. This thing said we don't want to work anymore. Trees are everywhere. Okay, so we got every tree colored in. We'll finish those up at some point. And then I got to do this side. So definitely need to do the trees differently because I don't have that much left in the sink. I'm thinking it's acting weird. So I think that is it for me tonight. Let's not put that in there because I'm going in there. Thank you. Yep. We'll see you. You have a good night. Take care, Lori. You have a good night also. Everybody, thanks for stopping in. Bye-bye.